Hi, I'm Jan Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. And what we're focusing on here for the past several days and for a couple of more days is storytelling from the standpoint of some pointers you could use to interject within your stories. And so today what I want to focus on is emotion. And any story that can well up emotion and do it from a real perspective, because it's so important to make sure that you are doing it from the perspective of honesty and integrity, so that you're bringing forward what you want the person to get out of the story, but you're not ever doing it from the standpoint of making something up. You always have to be authentic. That's so important. And so I'm going to share a story or a couple of stories today to use, or not for you to use, that I've used from the standpoint of getting people to go to convention. In network marketing, the annual convention, sometimes people have it quarterly or sometimes people have it semi-annually or whatever, but the convention is something that we always want to get people to. And a lot of times I've heard the stories, and they're true by the way, of people saying if you come to convention, the number of people that you bring with you to convention is going to greatly add to how many people are in your business the following year when you go to convention. And it can be by 100 for every person that you brought. So if you bring 4 people to convention, your business may grow by 400 people. And that certainly is a number that makes people really stand up and listen. And it's true, as a matter of fact, because there's been studies done on this. But the stories that I've used and have really affected people, and they're true, are stories about things that have happened with people that I've almost insisted that they go to a convention. And let me just tell 2 of them to you very quickly so you'll know what I'm talking about. One was a guy who was in my business, personally enrolled by me, who really didn't feel he could afford it. He said, Jan, I just can't possibly go to convention. I've got this and this coming up with my kids, etc., etc. And I kept saying, Wally, you have to go. It's going to be life-changing to you. I really want you to be there. I know this is going to be so life-changing to you. Trust me on this. Just trust me on this. Well, I happened to be one of the hosts on stage at convention that year. And that year at convention, we had all